Hello and welcome to Amusement Worldwide. Amusement Worldwide. Up in the corner is shining all over me. So let's get started with the thing we didn't want to talk about last week. How cool is that? It's AtmosFEAR, spelt like this, because that's the way the Swedish think. They think it's cool to spell it like that. And AtmosFEAR, I've done a bit of research on it. It's going to be a bungee drop tower, I think it is, but the one thing that I'm going to say before you all comment below what the fuck is AtmosFEAR, or I know of AtmosFEAR and I think it's going to be good. Leesburg, if you see from this video here, click on it and watch it after you've watched this one. Leesburg already has a drop tower. So, my question to you, in a formidable small question kind of way, this isn't the main question for next week. If you already had a ride, would you build the same one again? It's just a ridiculous concept, but it's going to be better than the old drop tower, but I'd say get rid of the old one because it's going to be obsolete. And let's move on to the next thing we're going to talk about. I had one question mailed to my inbox on YouTube this week that I'm going to briefly talk about, and that is, someone said that they think there's a small chance, I don't believe this, that LC12 is going to somehow tie in with 13. Being the end of the world has nothing to do with 13, but the ghost side of it, the spirit side of it, the apocalypse side of it. I don't believe this. Of course I don't. It's just his kind of thoughts, even though he believes it might happen. But I'm just going to put it out there, how cool would that be if that did happen? And last of all, this week, I think this episode's quite short. It might not be by the end of it. There you go. The last thing I'm going to talk about this week is the mailbag will come back for episode, unless I get shitloads again, it's going to come back for episode 10. If you like the mailbag every week, we can do it every week and answer your questions and discuss your opinions. But we're going to plan to do one for episode 10. But if we get loads more than we're expecting to get, then we'll do one next week and every week. So send in your questions below to my inbox. Anything you want about theme parks, anything you want to ask about. I don't know, how much do you hate pop music? You can ask us anything. We're going to mainly pick the roller coaster ones, but we'll answer other questions as well if you want. And next week will be episode 7. No, this is episode 7. I forgot where the fuck I am. So next week will be one more from this week. And we're going to do a trip maybe in June, but I don't know if it's going to be official. So I'll see you next week, and hopefully you'll type your questions below, and hopefully I'll answer them next week in an extravaganza that I'm calling next week's episode. I'll see you next week, everybody. Hurrah! Amusement Worldwide. And the dirt is gone.